My son just tried to kill us.
This is for Jennifer Salison.
Tuesdays, it's all catching up to them now.
I let you live tonight.
You're gonna live to regret it.
Hold on.
How's Jim?
Is that Jim Cryer?
How do you know him?
He's the father of my two sons.
The Attorney General. Why is he so hot after Candace Young?
This season, no one is safe from the sins of their past.
You and Jim are thick as thieves. You just gonna lie in my face?
Tyler Perry.
All right, have and have not fans. Next week's episode, Pray to Me. Let me just say right off the bat, if you've been watching my episode reviews, you know I haven't been super crazy about the season so far. Yeah, it's had its moments, but it's had more missteps so far. So with it being season 7, episode 3, I really hope that this episode turns out all right. But you just saw the preview. Overall, you know, Wyatt's telling Hannah that Benny was going to be kidnapped by Jim due to the $8 million. So it wouldn't surprise me if Wyatt, you know, searching around the house, because remember, there's no Leo, there's no Mac. For whatever reason, Jim thought that, oh yeah, we're just going to have Wyatt wandering around this house with no supervision whatsoever. So, you know, Wyatt checking everywhere, probably looking for something to get high off of. He probably came across the notepad that had Benny's name on it, and that's how he knew to tell Hannah's like, hey, you should be glad I did what I did, because my dad was going to have your son kidnapped. So, interesting. And guys, I've already done the video, what was it, yesterday, about, you know, Wyatt missing Catherine on purpose. So no need to go into full detail again. Pretty much Wyatt purposefully did not shoot his mother just to kind of scare her, but Catherine's like, you're going to regret it. And despite the fact that she was almost killed, George is going to have her arrested. But she's saying that, hey, you have no idea who you're messing with, how powerful I am and whatnot. But George doesn't give a damn. This is for Jennifer Salison. And let me know in the comments if you would like me to do a video on Jennifer Salison. Some people have been hitting me up saying, hey, Jeremy, who is Jennifer Salison? And I think I either tweeted it out or I mentioned it in the video, but I am not surprised, because Jennifer Salison was killed in what, season 4? Was it season 4? Let me see. Season 1, season 2, season... It was either 3 or 4 based off the seasonal numbers. I forgot. But either way, it's been a long time since the last time we saw Jennifer Salison in terms of her body was when the Malones dumped her body outside of a news station and had the words "crier victim" on it. So Jennifer Salison has been out of commission for a long time. But if you want me to do a video, let me know. I might do a poll on the YouTube community tab. It's a video I'm not going to rush out. It's definitely a video I will do over the weekend sometime, but just let me know. And in any case, David and Jeffrey both arrive at the house as well. I'm curious as to whether or not George is going to have David arrested, because remember, the Cryers and the Harringtons were indicted, you know, by the grand jury based off Wyatt's testimony, and any of them could be arrested. But given the fact that Jim's going to be in the hospital, it's almost like George got what he came for. So I don't think that Veronica and David have anything to worry about in terms of being arrested, just because it's literally been the Cryers the entire time, not to mention the fact that, you know, the body said crier victim, you know, so hey. But I think Hannah and David are going to exchange words where I believe, you know, maybe Hannah's going to ask about the hit put on Benny, but then David's not going to, well, he's going to say like, what hit are you talking about? And then it's like, you and Jim are thick as thieves. I can't believe you're going to lie to my face. But to be honest, you know, David wouldn't know. George doesn't even know if Benny's in danger either, because Hannah's concerned for her son for rightful reasons. Landon wants Scott to tell him why Kyle, remember the Attorney General, is after Candace so bad, and remember that Candace robbed him in her hotel room, hence why he's going after her, because if she wasn't a thief, not being a pimp during that time, then it's possible none of this would have happened. I'm just saying, she probably would still be with Charles. Not a guarantee, but it's probably how that would have happened. Celine sees Jim coming into the hospital, and then Madison's like, how do you know him? He's the father of my 2 children. Remember, Carlos and little Jimmy. Or James. Charles, there's a young lady who's getting, I guess you could say, undressed in front of Charles. Benny's getting it on in the strip club. And then let's see, the scene that everyone is asking me about, and I will be doing a video on, I believe Veronica said a guy named Real had given her up, and she wants Derek to get info on him. But then Derek's like, if I don't, then I'm going to go after everyone you love. So Real must be one of those thugs that she's messing around with. I did look at the credits carefully. Rodell, Rodell. I think that's the name of the main thug. You know, the one that was telling Veronica about how my brother got shot and you can pay for the funeral and this and that. Pretty much the leader. But I'm pretty sure she said Real Rodell. So is it either way? She wants to get intel. So I'm guessing that she's referencing the main guy. So it's like, Derek, give me some dirt on him. That way I can use that as leverage. But honestly, I don't really get that. Like, let's say Veronica, and that's one thing I never understood. And like, I remember, growing up, learning in history class about like kings and everything. And I'm not a violent person, but I'm just saying, like, for example, let's say there was like a tyrant on, or let's just say, I don't know if I should reference Hitler. I don't know if I'll get demonetized for saying that, but Hitler, or just a king, whatever, like a king who's trash. He treats all of his employees like crap and his soldiers and whatnot. I've always wondered about that. Like, let's say the king demands something to be done and nobody wants to do it, but because he's king, they do it. And I'm kind of like, you're just a dude sitting on a throne, but you have an army of guys with like weapons and whatnot. What if somebody just decides to cut your head off? Like, what? So Veronica saying that, oh, Real, I got this dirt on you, so yeah, if you don't do exactly what I say, you're going to die. But what if one of those like thugs just shoots her and she's dead? Then what? I mean, sure, does she have puzzle pieces on him too? Like she does with Catherine, Jim, and David? I'm just saying, pow pow, or just one bullet will do it. But then again, this is Veronica. She's protected with plot armor, so you can probably drop a car on her and all she'll get is a paper cut. So we'll just have to wait and see. But with that being said, Pray to Me, interesting title. Still don't know what it means yet. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen next week? What scene are you most excited to see? And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, check me out on social media. Links are in the description, and I'll talk to you soon.